What is Crack-a-lackin' everyone, this is Rin LZ coming back at you with another Honkai Star Rail video, and today, I'm sure y'all saw the thumbnail. So I'm not going to lie, I did not expect this to be real, but it also makes sense for it to be 4.4, right? I mean, you see it on the screen right now. I really don't have to freaking talk about it anymore. Rin is officially stripteased, and certain someone else also is as well, but we'll get to him in a second. Anyway, let's take a quick look at her beauty. So Rin Tosaka, one thing to note, she is quantum erudition, so take note of that. So one other thing, just real quick, okay, I will be covering the 4.3 live stream as per usual, but it's pretty effing late where I am right now, so I'm not going to do it just yet, but it will be coming later today. Just be on the lookout for that. It's a little shorter. Anyway, as I was saying, so she is quantum erudition. One thing I really hope for her is that she is going to be a support for all of the servants in the game, because if you guys know Fate, I'm gonna call myself the resident Fate guy because honestly I kinda am. I have a big Fate background before Star Rail. Anyway, Rin canonically is a master, and if you guys were keeping in with the Collab event, you should know that the masters are the people that supply the servants with their energy to make the servant stronger. Rin is one of those such masters. So it would fit her better if she was actually a support. So one thing I think they could do for her that would make her actually more interesting, in my opinion, they can make her something as like a Sirene. That's what I would want. I want her to be a Sirene, but for servants. That's what I want. So, you know, Saber can get her proper buffs, Archer can get his proper buffs. Not that he needs them though, so he can just be on his own, and then if you want to run her with him, you can. But she's quantum erudition. I didn't mean to freaking say it like this, but she is erudition, so these are my two wants for her. Number one, I want her to be a support for servants. Number two, I want her to be a sub DPS for erudition. She can be both. I think she can. And honestly, all they have to do is just give her more of a kit where she is both a sub DPS and a support at the same time. But if servants are in your team, then she does specific buffs. I feel like that is the best possible way to go about this, because as it stands right now, I mean, Archer's fine, he's chill, whatever. Saber really needs the help. Her being at E2 and performing worse than all the other the version 3 DPSs at this point, I'll say. At least to me it feels like it, because I have her E2 and it feels like she's really not doing much. Not a good feeling. So hopefully Rin will be that. But I am freaking excited. Also, for those of you that do actually know Fate, okay, hold on. Why is it not letting me show? Right here. This little dagger that she's got going on. Right here. This is supposed to be Zelrech, which is like a freaking really... It's very Fate related. It's you gotta be kind of in the know a little bit, but very powerful. Very powerful. Hopefully she can use it as part of her ult or something. I don't know. We'll see. But hopefully she is both of those things, because honestly I feel like that's the best way they could do her. Her being erudition makes a lot of sense, honestly. She's a mage trying to reach true magic. So her being erudition makes a lot of sense. People were wanting her to be Harmony. I mean, to be honest, she's a Collab unit. It's completely possible that they just decide, oh yeah, let's make her special. And then they can make her a sub DPS and a support at the same time. Why not? She can do both. I feel like there's no reason why Rin Tosaka of all freaking people should not be able to do both. Just makes sense to me. So hopefully she will be that, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. My expectation, I guess, is that she'll either be a main erudition carry or that she will be something like a sub DPS for Herta. That's my real expectation, but my hopes are that she is both that and a support. Anyway, let's see what she has. The contract is complete. Relax, I'm not really one for strict hierarchies. Well, not for most people anyway. Got that, my servant? Hailing from a world beyond our universe where magic and magecraft coexist, this young mage tirelessly hones her skills. She is the 6th head of the Tosaka family, a prestigious lineage of Fuyuki City mages, currently studying under a renowned master at the Clock Tower who has deep ties to the Holy Grail War, hopping across dimensions and planes just to finish an internship assignment. Huh? Where am I? Why isn't there any magical energy here at all? The Holy Grail. I'm saved. Sorry, just gonna borrow this. And then Takeuchi, my goat, freaking drew this, yeah. Or a concept artist, at least. So, for those who don't know, he is the original artist for Fate. He is one of the goats, in my opinion. Okay, so let's see. Imagine a Holy Grail War launch on July 24th. That's actually later than it was last year. I believe last year was July 12th or something. I think I'm like 98% sure that it was a number like in the 10s and not the 20s. So, I mean, obviously that's good for your boy because guess what? We are not. This game is officially on fucking hold until we have Gilgamesh at least. Oops, sorry, I spoiled it, guys. You saw the thumbnail. You know. Yeah, so this game's officially on freaking hold until Rin and Gilgamesh are both E6. So hopefully you guys were not intending on seeing much gameplay from my side from other characters because I am a Fate fan first and foremost, and you know what? Gotta follow my heart. But if you guys do want me to, you know, cover some other characters, just let it rip down below. Anyway. So yeah, July 24th is when these two will be coming out. And who is the other one? My fucking goat, Gilgamesh. Lightning Destruction. Now, I'm not sure the lightning element makes the most sense here, but my main thinking here is that they didn't want him to step on the toes of Maide because I'm going to be completely honest with you. Maide at this point is fucking dead to me. Because those of you who have been in Fate, or I mean, I hate to say it this way, Maide was always intended to be a Gilgamesh wannabe. He's a good character. He's a great character. He's well written and all that. But it was very, very clear to me that Heya wanted him to be a Gilgamesh, like their version of Gilgamesh. But then they just added Gilgamesh in the game. So all of a sudden, I don't give a crap about Maide anymore. We're just gonna rock the real Gilgamesh. I do like his design though. My beautiful king. King of Heroes. I like his design a lot. It's kind of interesting they kept the whole chest thing going on here. I mean, honestly, I prefer it when his chest is out and I'm not horny for him or anything. Maybe a little bit. But he is serious when he's showing skin, which is pretty funny because you think he would be more serious when he has armor on, but no, not really. He's more serious when he has his chest showing. I love the torso stuff going on though. Looks awesome. And then the pants are a little strange for me, but I mean, it still looks great. I think I prefer his design. I think Rin has my favorite design for the collab characters, period, and then Gilgamesh. I love Gilgamesh though. I mean, we'll see how it is in game. So, call me crazy here. I think Gilgamesh is going to be a follow-up AoE or follow-up multi-target destruction character. I easily can see them making him something like that. Like he could easily be a one-of-one like blast follow-up attacker. I think that would make a lot of sense. Or maybe like a bounce. I guess bounce could be good too for single target. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully his scaling just makes it, whatever they do, that he can rock single target, preferably at low cost. But I mean, I'm gonna be honest, we're gonna E6 S5 this boy, or this man, sorry, this man. We're gonna E6 S5 him. So, doesn't really matter. He just needs to be amazing. Hopefully he's freaking top 5 when he comes out. I mean, he deserves it, let's be honest. It's freaking Gilgamesh. So hopefully he is. But that is my freaking thinking, is that he's going to be a follow-up blast or a follow-up AoE character. Destruction characters tend to be AoE or blast anyway. I think blast... Okay, I guess I'll just say what I expect him to do. So, I mean, his basic attack, he could probably either send out something with the Gate of Babylon, or he can go in for like a slash or something. Me personally, I would rather him on his basic attack use like a slash for a sword or an axe or something, whatever he wants to use. And then I would like his skill to be... and I guess they could just make his skill Gate of Babylon, but that would be kind of lame in my opinion. I feel like it'd be better for him to do something else. I don't know. I mean, his fighting style is so unique. He freaking... I mean, he mainly spams a lot of things, but he is basically the master of all. He really knows how to do, like, every single thing. They could use... Maybe they have him, like, basic attack with the sword, and then his skill can just be a cleave with, like, an axe. That'd be really cool. And then, like I said, I think his Gate of Babylon makes the most sense for being, like, a follow-up attack, and then it just hits really freaking hard because it's a follow-up, right? Hopefully that's what it is. I mean, his Gate of Babylon being a skill would be fine as well. It just needs to hit hard. It wouldn't do him justice if it didn't. And then anyway, Alias or Heya, his holy treasured sword. I say holy, it's technically not, but whatever. That's going to be his ultimate. If it's not, I'm probably going to go to Hoyo HQ myself and have a very certain talking to the developers, because he should use his Heya for his freaking ultimate attack. That's the penultimate thing for him. So yeah, let's see what he's got. Stellaron, my treasure. When you reach the end of your journey, I shall seal you within the deepest depths of my treasury, in the safest place of all. That said, your trailblaze shall endure for a long time yet, reaching even beyond the ultimate horizon of my own foresight. The King of Heroes, from beyond the dawn of human history, hailing from a world beyond the stars. Possessing a nature 2/3 divine and 1/3 mortal, he claims a natural-born prerogative to rule over all of creation. Laughing out loud today as always, right up until getting dragged into another world by some adversarial goddess. This time, he will once again reclaim everything that is rightfully his as king. So yeah, July 24th. Ooh, whoa, ooh, jump scare, whoa, what's this? So, this makes it a little bit easier to E6S5 him, doesn't it? Yeah, he's gonna be fucking free, bro. I think our plan is we're gonna pick up Gilgamesh for free because he's my fucking goat. And I'm either going to pick up okay, it really depends on what Rin does, I guess, but if Rin ends up being like a, you know, what I want her to be, we'll pick up a copy of her. If not, we're gonna pull a copy of Gilgamesh's cone, and then we'll go for Rin. Regardless, we are not summoning on anything besides fake characters until they're E6S5, at least for Gilgamesh and Rin. Emiya, or Archer right here, I'm probably gonna get him E2, and then, you know, we'll leave them there for a bit. I do want to E6, S5 all of these characters though, so hopefully they keep them, fingers crossed, for the entirety of this year. Once it starts, so like another year out, hopefully even longer, personally. I think there should honestly be no end date for this, because it's if you want to E6, S5 them, let's be honest, it's 4 characters, that's a lot of freaking Jades, and I'm sure I'm gonna spend on them eventually, but it's just like, golly, man, this is insane. So I honestly expected Rin to be free, but seeing as the male characters are the ones that tend to be free, this makes a bit of sense too. But one thing I really hope, I mean, if Archer has anything to, hopefully they keep the Archer thing where, you know, Gilgamesh is just the freaking best ever, and then he just runs house at E0S1 or whatever the heck you're running him at, because honestly he should. He's insanely freaking strong. He's one of the strongest servants in Fate, period. He can be beat, and he has, like, ignoring him not going all out. That's his very, his hubris often gets the better of him. Ignoring that fact, he is not the strongest character in Fate, but if he's there, generally speaking, he is the strongest, generally. Anyway, so I look forward to that. I am both excited and scared because, oh no, oh no, yeah. So it's it. I guess we'll just jump back to it real quick. If you missed out on Archer, for whatever reason, you can pick him for free as well. I mean, seeing his single target content tends to be both rare and you want a single target carry at some point. He could be a good idea to get him. Or his E1. His E1 is really, really good, so I would probably recommend that. But, we don't know what Gilgamesh does yet. We'll know in the 4.4 live stream, I believe, which is in a while, not yet. So be on the lookout for that. I'll obviously give my recommendations, but do keep in mind that Archer E1 might be the better meta option, unless you just don't give a shit, in which case go for my boy Gilgamesh, or my man Gilgamesh, but yeah, there's that. So, also use special star roll passes to participate in the collab summoning time, yeah. So it seems like the banners go up at July 24th, which, works for me, man, genuinely works for me. I'm okay with that. I just hope they last for the full year. Hopefully a little longer than that. My main thing is I hope Archer and Saber do not go away. I hope they stay. I hope they stay on banner and then maybe they just combine it into a 4 and 4, where it's Gilgamesh, Archer, Saber, and Rin on one banner, and then you put their cones on a different one. Same thing for maybe that'll annoy some people, but honestly, you could also just give people the option to just hide them if you don't want to see them, because it is Star Rail, it's not a Fate game, but I do want them to last for a while. Anyway, enough of my rambling. If you guys can't tell, I'm a little excited, so yeah. Let me pause for a second to double check if there's any animations or anything we got in the stream. Okay, here we are.
This summer, the Holy Grail War begins anew. The average one, prodigy of the Tosaka family, and humanity's oldest king of heroes, are about to make a dazzling entrance. A king's gift or a guardian's contract. A fateful night is upon us.
So yeah, there it is. Obviously, we'll be getting all of the information either at Anime Expo, which honestly I fully expect that to be in the Star Rail panel, which I may or may not attend. We'll see. Because I'm gonna be going to the Fate panel, so there's a good chance that I'm not gonna be covering it at AX itself, but I'll get the information out to y'all anyway. So yeah. I'm excited, but I'm scared for my wallet. I'm scared for my polls. Hopefully Gil and Rin are really, really easy and best summons I've ever had for the collab characters, because not gonna lie, Archer and Saber were kind of dickish to me. They were not very nice. They just weren't. So hopefully Gil and Rin, I'm gonna be honest, that's another thing. I am way more of a Gilgamesh and Rin fan than I am Archer and Saber, so hopefully they are going to reciprocate that, and then yeah, they'll just crush the game for us, and yeah, it'll be that. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. Like I said, I will be covering the 4.3 live stream itself later on today. Be on the lookout for that. And let me know in the comments down below, are you guys as excited as I am for Gilgamesh and Rin, or just me being excited? Because hey, if I gotta be excited for the both of us, then that is more than okay with me, My glorious king. My glorious king, oh my god.
Are about to make a
fucking legend.
dazzling entrance.